Since we're going to spend the rest of the course discussing the theory of the firm, I want to provide you with a good map so you can see how all the parts are connected. I like to organize the theory of the firm based on what every firm tries to do, maximize profits. Therefore, the profit equation is a good place to start. Profits are essentially the revenue the firm generates, what we call total revenue, minus the cost of operation, which we call total cost. The firm has limited control over the revenue side of this equation since it depends mostly on demand for the firm's product or the price. The cost side, however, is mostly at the control of the firm. Therefore, we're going to begin our discussion of the firm with that side. First, we will focus on the production function or technological constraint. How does the firm produce its output? Since the firms will use two types of inputs, fixed and variable, we're going to divide our discussion into two periods, the short run when there's some inputs that are fixed and the long run when all the inputs are variable. And then we're going to focus on the long run using the isoquant/isocost model of cost minimization. Then we're going to move to the revenue side and first introduce the profit equation, MC equals MR. We're then going to focus on firms operating in a competitive market where firms have no control over the price. Again, we're going to split the discussion into two periods, the long run and the short run. Then we're going to move to those firms that do have some degree of market power. We're going to focus first on firms competing mostly on price, and I classify this under the heading of price discrimination. And then we're going to focus on firms working on strategic situations where game theory is the best framework to talk about. So again, in terms of specifics, here's how I'm going to split the rest of the course. This week, we're going to focus on production without any mention to costs. Next week, we're going to add the cost of production. The week after that, we're going to move to the revenue side and focus on competitive markets. Then we're going to have an exam covering in weeks 6, 7, or 8. We're then going to spend a week away from the firm to talk about efficiency of markets, but then we're going to return to the firm and spend 2 weeks on pricing techniques. We're then going to close the course spending a week on game theory. Again, it is critical you always have the big picture as we move through the course, so at the beginning of every week, I'm going to remind you of it. For now, let's start talking about production.